What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the One Guy's Garage YouTube channel. Yesterday I had a decent video filmed, or at least I thought I did, of getting the car running. And for some reason, this is the first time filming with the iPad, and I lost most of it. So that's probably going to be a different video. I got this running. Today I'm probably going to work on trying to get the ECU hidden underneath of the center console. I'm trying to get that put all back together. So yeah, I'll try and do some recording on the iPad. Hopefully I don't lose that, and I'll try to do some on my phone too. Here we go. All right, so this car, like I said, it's an LS swap, or whatever, 5.3 swap, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's running off of a factory GM computer, and I bought this wiring harness secondhand from a buddy of mine here in town, and I'll try and get a picture of it and put it on in this video. But there is a BP Automotive fuse box tucked up under here, and my original plan was to mount this up under here and try and keep it all hidden. There's not a whole lot of room up inside of here, and I worry somebody's going to kick it or something and mess it up. So I'm going to try and probably fabricate some brackets, come off the bolts on here, and try and mount it somewhat center in the floor like this, and then install the center console, which is back here, over the top of it. We'll see how that goes. Let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get out the center console and try and test fit it and see how it fits before I decide to even make brackets for it. This is it's not the actual original center console to this car. This came out of my uncle's Camaro forever ago, before I even owned the car. My dad was kind of hard on this thing, I guess, but it is what it is. Never seen the inside of one of these cars. This dash bezel's freaking sweet. All the little turned circles and stuff on here. I always thought they looked like fish scales kind of, but I don't know how well it comes in the video. This is one of my favorite things about this whole car. It's awesome. But anyway, let's not talk about that. We're gonna test fit this. I'm gonna try and do some of it from the other side so everybody can see what I'm doing. Do the best I can. Here we go. This video might have quite a few starts and stops and like little jumping around. That's because I lost, like I said, most of the last video because this thing shut off. But it takes better video and sound than my phone, so here we go. So, just move a bunch of these wires out of the way. These are to the data port connector, this little guy. Eventually, once I get the center console mounted, I will I'm going to trim these wires back and mount it in a different spot. But for now, this is what I have to do. I don't know if it's better to mount this facing this way, or if I flip it over and mount it this way. I'm not quite sure, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, where's the bolt? The stud under here, you gotta mount the steering wheel and everything to it. The headers wouldn't fit unless I took this loose and modify those a little bit. Alright, good enough. So the shifter not hooked up. I explained that in the last video, but I don't know if that went through on the video. We'll find out. Alright. Here's the center console. It's kind of an awkward thing to put in. So here, goes down over this, and then see how well this works. I don't know if it's going to. It's gonna go a long ways up. So that's that. This guy. Sits in here just like this. That's how that would sit. There's screws and everything there. And then, yeah, that's definitely not going to fit underneath of the console like I wanted. But I do believe there's enough room under here, under the dash, where we can get it mounted in there, and it won't look terrible. Forgot how cool this center console was. Sweet. Here's the shift knob also. And then the button's around here somewhere, probably in the trunk with all the other stuff that's laying in here. This thing's been torn apart for a good minute. Oh, look at that right here. That thing's freaking sweet too. Freaking sweet. Old cars are so much cooler than new cars. Cool. Keychain too. But anyway, let's keep going. Alright, so I'm gonna take the ECU out and I guess measure out the holes for the brackets I'm gonna make. I'm sorry you can't see me over here in the toolbox. One second. I'm back. So, get the ECU out back here. And then on these factory GM ECUs, there are they're bolted in. Just gotta take the bolts out to be able to get them out. I do believe it was either an 8 or a 7. I don't really remember. It's a 7. So take these all the way out, and you can't. I mean, you can mess them up, but when you're installing them, I don't know if you ever mess with them. With the connectors in here, depends on the year of your vehicles and stuff. I think this is a Gen 3 motor. These are red and blue. connectors, and the newer style I do believe are green and blue, but this one's Gen 3. I think mine, not sure about LT motors, but I can take my wife's Suburban apart someday and look at it. But this is the blue side. It also says it right here on the ECU. And then this side should be red. This one doesn't say on the side. But if you put blue to blue, it won't fuck it up. It'll mess it up. Excuse my words. No, I lied. It does say red, but it's printed, not actually cast into the side of the ECU like the other side is. That was red. I'll show you a little better what I'm talking about. Right here is blue. This side, red. That one's just printed. But yeah, that's that. Put this away for a minute so I don't lose it. I don't know how many times I've spilled this whole set on the floor and I've had to pick it up. All right, but now, where's that on here? I'm gonna measure these bowl holes and then just bend some brackets. Probably I got a bunch of stainless laying around, or some aluminum. It's tread plate, but yeah, I will do a time lapse of that. All right, so here we are at the workbench. Don't mind the mess. So I got a bunch of aluminum tread plate like this I got laying around from building a bracket for my transducer on my boat. But I guess I'm gonna measure this stuff out and then bend it in the vise and then try and bend it to the shape of the car. And we'll go from there. So here is the ECU with the brackets mounted. I guess next time you'll see them, we'll be putting them in the car. All right, so I guess we're gonna try and mount the ECU up in here. I'll have to probably bend these over and make tabs to mount on the bottom of the, I guess, onto the floor. But, for now, I'm going to peel back the carpet and the padding. I don't know if you'll really be able to see it, but the transmission tunnel is showing. not sure how it's really going to work. It's got a real steep angle to it. I kind of wonder if the plug, the blue plug specifically, is going to be too close to contacting the actual surface of the transmission. So I mounted in there this end facing up towards the firewall, and then bend these out, I'm guessing 35-ish degrees. Should work. Sorry if you hear the neighbors, they're having a party. But, okay, so I'm gonna take these brackets back off and then bend the other end at an angle and see, or go from there, let's see how it fits. That's redneck engineering right there. See me more. That way you're not just staring into the nothingness of my garage. But, alright. So I'm going to measure probably ½ an inch or so. Here. One there. Hey, excuse the cough. I'm pretty sure I got bronchitis. Went to the doctor for it the other day, actually. Draw line there. And then we'll just get this a little bent outwards in the vise. little bit more. Alright, so there's one. Probably not good to drop the ECU like that, but hey, it happens. And this one, I'll just try and mimic the same angle on there. Excuse me. Eyeball got a lot more. Okay, so those, they're not perfect. I don't know if you can see it, but pretty all right. It's just aluminum, so it should bend semi-easy when I put it in the car. So I'm gonna slap it back together. Get it back in the car. Alright, so got them bent. Put them back in here, see how it fits. Got a couple pictures so you guys can see what it looks like, because I don't know if the iPad's going to fit under here. But just like that. So it's touching flush down here. Probably not going to show wiring it back up or anything, since eventually I'm going to redo these wires. Well, yeah, that's probably going to be it for this video. I will have to go get some mounting hardware and whatever, but that's just drilling 2 holes and putting some bolts in. So, yeah, I guess thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, put a like or subscribe or whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'd like a comment if you guys want to do that. Tell me where you're from or how you found the channel. That'd be kind of neat to know. Thanks for watching.